You see, I've done it all. And frankly, girl, I'm tired of this emptiness. I wanna come home to you and only you. 'Cause just making love to just anyone ain't happening. I just gotta be with you. When I think about us finishing something we started so long ago, I wanna give you my all. Oh, baby, us having some babies. Come on, won't you be my lady forever, girl? Hey, I'm into you, and I just can't wait for that night. 'Cause I need you here with me. And let's start a family. Whoa, 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 whoa. We might as well do it. I must confess. Let's get married. Baby, let's get married. That is one of my favorite songs. Ever since I was a tiny bop. When it first came out, I was like in middle school or something. And I don't know, I wasn't really thinking about getting married, but the song was just so good to me. It was good to me. All right? It touched a place within, as music does for me. And this song just came to me, and I got all cuddly inside. Cuddly. So I feel like I'm hearing like two messages. Please excuse my candy. It's ginger candy in my mouth. The first message I'm getting is I just heard it's best for you to focus on those that are tired of the multiple people. Like, you know, like not to say that they've been with multiple people, even though many people have, but it's more so of someone who's actually ready to settle down. I don't feel like anybody should ever be forced into a relationship. I think that's crazy, and I think it's not like realistic, because the person that was forced, they're never really gonna really like appreciate the relationship. So I always find that strange when people try to force people to do something like that. I think it's strange. I always thought that was very strange. And I know many people do that. Because, like, I just feel like if a person doesn't want to get married, why would you want to force them? Because that means that it means that they don't really want to. So it's like, why would you still want to marry someone that really doesn't want to marry you? I think that's weird. And this is only for those who actually want to be married, because some people don't care to be. But being that song came to me, I'm just getting two messages. Now, I'm also getting, when things happen naturally, it's just better when things happen naturally. When in life with anything, I think when we try to force things, it don't really turn out good. Like, especially when it comes to relationships, certain things do need to be forced. Certain things need to be enforced. But when it comes to like relationships, those shouldn't be forced, because someone is not going to be happy and accepting, so it's going to cause a blockage between the two people anyway. So it's like, if there's a block, how are we supposed to, like, you know, how are the two people supposed to actually do something, to do a thing together? It's going to be weird. It's going to be like awkward, you know? So that's the first message. The second message is, how do I say this? if you never saw yourself in a marriage, I'm getting like, you'll know when it's real. Like when it's real love. Like you'll be able to feel that and you'll know it. Check your temperature and make sure you're not like taking desperate measures. I just heard desperate measures. Like when you want to be with someone so bad that you just take whoever. Just because you want to be with somebody. Don't just look at words, look at action, I'm hearing. It's about the action. Because people could say anything. They could say anything out their mouth. But until you see the action, that's when they really about it. You know, they really about that life. These are little things to look at. If any of you ever think about marriage, or if you, because sometimes you might not be thinking about it and then it kind of just happens on its own. So make sure you feel respected. You know, I feel like that's something that's simple and it's something that we should know. But I think the basics get lost in a cruel society, because this society can be very cruel. And the influence is so skewed that people are thinking that like celebrity relationships are goals, and they're definitely not. For anybody who thinks that, it's more so like a revolving door, and that's just bad for business in so many different ways. So you want to look for like respect, and everything you look for, remember, you have to give it to her. Don't be looking for all these things and can't give it. Okay? And you want to make sure the person's energy is balanced, because to deal with someone who's like off balance, oh gosh, you're gonna have trouble. If someone's emotionally imbalanced, they shouldn't even be in a relationship. They need to be alone and figure that out first. And many individuals, such as yourself, because I'm sure that many of you have experienced this, maybe not everyone, but being in a relationship, like a romantic relationship with individuals that are imbalanced, like their energy is off, completely imbalanced all the time, and then you get the backlash from that because you're with them the majority of the time, and then their bad seed, it begins to grow within you. I just heard it begins to grow within you. So their ways will become yours because you're around them so much. So things you used to be chill about, now you become irate and very frustrated quicker and easier, you know? So make sure the person is balanced, they're respectful, they know how to love. And then how do they treat the people around them? That's another one. How do they treat their parents? How do they treat their friends? That could tell you a lot about a person, you know, because I'm picking up this message of, be careful of the one that treats you like gold and then treats everybody else like trash, because eventually you will become their trash as well. I'm not saying that you're trash, but I'm just talking from this person's perspective. This is the perspective of individuals who treat people bad in front of you, but then try to make it seem as though they're putting you on a pedestal, which they would be at that time. But as soon as the time is right for them, they'll treat you just like you saw them treat everyone else. So don't think you're an exception to that. That's a trick. If you didn't know, I'm here to tell you that that's a trick. So don't get caught up in that web, because that's a lie. Okay? Don't get caught up in that. What else? Spirit, what you want to say? Someone that's hardworking, someone that's willing to do the work and doesn't like complain and like cower away from getting things done. Because then you'll be the one who's doing everything and you'll be tired and stressed out. All that weight can't be on one person. These are things that need to be in a relationship, because if they're not, the relationship will fall. Open communication, good communication. You know, avoiding lies and misguidance and misinformation. And, you know, you want to avoid that. And don't allow other people into your relationship. Like, people don't need to know what's going on in your relationship, because it just brings chaos to your relationship. Because many times, people on the outside, they be jealous of the relationship that you have with your person, and then they try to destroy it. So, yeah, don't involve other people in your relationship. Not unless you truly trust them and love them, and you know that they don't mean you or your relationship any harm. Because sometimes I feel like people just want to vent and they end up venting to the wrong person, and then all the business is out, and then it turns into misconstrued information. It's not even correct, and that's where gossip, you know, is formed in that space. So be careful of that. I just heard things to know just before you get into something serious. And it doesn't necessarily have to be marriage, but even if it's like a regular relationship, these are just a few things that Spirit wants to bring up. They gave me that song, and so I feel like it's the message, you know, because I get a lot of downloads with music, and when I do, I share them with you. Okay. What else? If you want children, make sure that person wants children too. You want to be with someone who's aligned with you, so it's best if you are with someone who wants what you want, you know, has the same desires as you from a familial perspective. Okay. Someone who's understanding, someone who doesn't have a problem listening to you when you speak, even though that's something that you kind of find out later on. I mean, you'll see it before you say yes, yay or nay, I guess. But these are just things to pay attention to. Like, do you feel comfortable overall with the person? Or are you making excuses for the person because you want to be in a relationship? Because that's what we can't be doing that. I don't care what they have that you feel like is wonderful. Don't get with someone because of what they have. Get with them for who they are. You know, let it be something real. Because all these other things that we have, they could go away in a minute. So you really want to look at the person. Like, look at the person. And of course you want them to have things going for themselves. Yes, that's wonderful. I feel like that's the right way to go, because when you're in a relationship, you want things to be managed together. You know, like a together thing. Not just one person just feeling stressed out doing everything, because that's stressful. One person doing everything is stressful. Like, whoever's feeling stressed is going to want to go somewhere in the mountains like Jesus did and get away from everybody. Everybody get the hell away from me. I got to go think. Okay? Because that's what can happen. So make sure that you use this checklist when it comes to making a decision to be in a relationship with someone, no matter if it's marriage or not. You know, even if it's just a regular relationship. Are the factors that I just went over, are they present? And if the person doesn't make you feel good, why? Why don't they? What is it that you feel when you're around them? Do you feel nervous? Do you feel like you're not acknowledged? Do you feel annoyed by them? Like, do you feel chill? Do you feel relaxed? You know, because sometimes you can get around people and they can make you feel relaxed. You'll feel like you're on vacation. Just because you're with a certain person that's just a relaxing person. They just have a relaxing energy. So when you're around them, you get calm, and it's very likely that you're going to fall asleep. Because That's just what some people's energy does. It puts you to sleep. You just be like, wow, so nice. Wait, let me just sit here. And then before you know it, you're asleep. And that's someone who's very peaceful and they have a tranquil energy. Then you have those people that you could be around and you could feel like they're like real turned up all the time. So it could feel like you can't sleep. You have to watch your back. Almost like you feel paranoid. Like, wait, I can't close my eyes here. I don't know. Can't do that here. So that's just 2 examples, but pay attention to yourself, like how you feel around this person, and ask yourself why you feel that way. Even somebody's tone. If somebody talks to you crazy, you're gonna feel some type of way. Like, I don't like your tone. I don't like you talking to me. Like, why are you talking to me like that? And if you feel that way, you know that's something that you want to pay attention to. Because if you're treating someone with care and they're treating you with like this nonchalant, I don't really care about you energy, that could be uncomfortable and you could feel that. You can't ignore that because it's there. It's right in your face. Like, pow. Like, you can't. How are you going to ignore a pow? You can't ignore that because it's right all up in your face. So if you see that, take note and know, like, yeah, they like beating me down with their energy right now. So I don't think I like this dynamic. So I'm back that up, right? Because it's not working. So these are just a few little things that Spirit is bringing up to me to share with you. And I hope that they help you on your journey, you know. And remember, love starts with you. So until you fully and completely love and accept yourself, wait on a relationship. Wait on it. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay? Gotta hold on. Gotta hold on. Gotta be quicker than that. Okay? You gotta hold on because love starts with you. So if you're feeling like super insecure about yourself and you don't feel all the way right, you have to get your confidence up and your strength up, because you have to be ready to speak your mind when it's time, you know, because if you don't speak your mind and say what you mean and how you truly feel, then someone else will make the decisions for you if you put yourself in a space like that. You know, the confidence will allow you to express yourself in a way where you say what you mean and how you truly feel, as opposed to feeling like you can't speak and then allowing someone else to make decisions for you that you're not really happy with. And you don't want to trade off your own feelings and needs to accommodate someone else. It should be reciprocated. Like, both individuals should feel like they're heard and acknowledged. It shouldn't be just one-sided, because you know it's gonna go left eventually, and somebody's gonna get hurt. That's another thing. If you feel like you're speaking and someone is not hearing you and you can't communicate well, it's not gonna work. It's just not, because there's no communication. How are you supposed to work with someone and grow with someone who doesn't want to communicate well with you? It's just not going to work. So these are a few things that you just want to look at that I feel like are key points that can help you to measure if a particular someone is a good fit for you. And these are easy to see sooner rather than later. So you don't have to wait like super long to figure this out. It's something that you'll see through repetition of being around the person. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. Everything you do, do it with love. Always remember the creator is in you and the magic is too, because you're magic. Much love to you. I'll see you in the next video. You know what? That song came out when I was in elementary school, and I remember being on a bus, and I wasn't on the bus that I usually go on because I was going to see my friend or going to my friend's house. So I got on her bus. And this boy that liked me, you know, we were little kids. It was puppy love. We didn't do nothing. But I remember being in a seat with her and we were talking, and he looked over the seat, and he could sing too. But he was like, Meet me at the bus stop with your bus pass. And I don't know, that right there was so cute and funny that it's something that stuck with me and I can't forget it. It's just stuck. So it's just a little mini story time. It just went with the message, y'all. Figured I'd say it. Okay, bye.